Hello and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Millie and I love any makeup, especially shiny, shifty, and sparkly eyeshadows. And today I'm going to be trying out the new brand Half Magic from the head makeup artist and also an award-winning makeup artist, and that is Donnie Davy. And if you've seen Euphoria, you know all the different sparkly kind of makeup looks, lots of colorful eyeshadows, really interesting graphic shapes, rhinestones, holographic stickers, and just all the really fun stuff. I did finally end up watching the first season. At first I resisted back when it came out. Was it 2018 now? Feels like forever ago, because I remember seeing all these makeup recreations and I was like, what is this about? And I finally watched it and fell in love with it. And there's a lot of drama, but there's also a lot of heavy topics, as well as the acting is so good. Like, the actors are really amazing actors, and I think they played their parts really well. So I was excited to see that Donnie was coming out with her own makeup brand. It totally made sense. I was kind of thinking it would make a little bit more sense if it came out like around the same time as the show, because the second season is over now. Hopefully we won't have to wait like 3 years for another season, because I don't know if I can wait that long. So let's get into all the different products that have come out. I pretty much got one of everything except for the lip products. I kind of wasn't really feeling the lip. It was a liquid lip with a pencil liner, and one of the sets was kind of like a nude and the other set was a colorful like mismatch of the colors, and I just wasn't really that excited about it. So here are the things that I picked up. I got the little silicone guide. I actually feel like this is really clever, and I like that it's silicone so you can easily wash it, and so you can kind of use it to really get the angles that you want for creative makeup or just everyday, even eyeliner. I think it would be great, but I did play with this. As you can see, this is the look I created, so stay tuned if you're curious to see how we created it. Next thing, I got one of the highlighters. There was 2 shades. I got the shade Light Trap, which is the more kind of like neutral shade. I do feel similarly like I felt about Face, actually, that the packaging is a little mismatchy between the products. So like, it feels a little like, what is the brand? What is the brand aesthetic kind of thing? It's obviously there, but it's just like the things feel like very different, like all the different packages. So like the highlighter packaging versus the liquid eyeshadow packaging, which I love. This packaging is super cute. It is plastic. It doesn't feel like anything super heavy or luxe or anything like that. And I got the shades Spirit Guide and Sky Juice, which is basically the 2 purples. I almost got the lime green, but I was like, no, I kind of want to have these 2 match together, so I'm going to be trying those out. And I did get one of the glitter pills. I got the hollow one because hollow, obviously. The others didn't just really quite speak to me, and I'm not a huge glitter around the eye person, so I figured this is something I would probably use pretty far away from, like, I don't know if I would necessarily use this near my eye. Maybe I'll feel differently, but I am curious to see how this wears. And then of course I had to get the rhinestones. There was actually 2 sets, and I didn't realize that there was 2 sets. I think that might have been actually a third one, or was it that the second set wasn't like available anymore? It was kind of like coming soon. Anyways, I got one of them because I love me some rhinestones. If you follow me on Instagram, I use rhinestones pretty frequently in my reels. And then I had to get some of these face lace stickers. I've been actually wanting to get them for quite some time, so I thought that this was the perfect opportunity. We've got some that are like a black glitter, like super fine black glitter. There's some that are hollow, and then this one is like a silver glitter, which I'll be showing you close-ups. So those are all the things I got, and I just wanted to quickly talk about the pricing, because I do feel like the pricing is pretty expensive for what these are, and the only reason I wanted to buy these is because I watch Euphoria. I love the style of makeup. I was really curious to review these on my channel. Otherwise, I don't think I would ever pay this much, which brings me to another point later on. But first, let's talk about the pricing. So the highlighter was $20. The glitter pill is $20. And then the Wing Magician was $10. The face gems were $12. The Sky Juice matte was $24. And this one does have the matte one has 5.3 milliliters, and then the shimmer one is also $24, and that one has 4.4 milliliters, so there's less of it. And then the face lace sets, each of the sets was $19, and I think there was 2 per set, like 2 of these per set. So that alone I think is just a lot. Like, you're really paying for the convenience of these, that you don't have to get a Cricut machine, buy some holographic sticky paper, and cut these out yourself, because I feel like these are so expensive. I would probably not buy these outside of this, and I'm definitely going to be reusing them as much as possible until obviously I can't really use them anymore. I just feel like these are really, really expensive for what they are. Specifically, like, I understand if the shimmer was a little bit more expensive than the matte, but the matte to be $24, that's actually, funny story, that's actually the same price that the About Face fluid eye paints or whatever those are called, that those were originally $24 and they recently lowered the prices to $16. And I just don't see how this brand, which I think has a very specific audience, just like About Face, like, I don't see them not lowering their prices. This just seems a lot. If this had been like a multi-chrome, shifty kind of liquid eyeshadow, I would totally be like, yes. But a matte, that's a lot. And that's why I only got one. And I also do have a bunch of the fluid eye paints from About Face. I did buy them during the sale because I was like, there's no way I'm going to be buying these at full price. I feel like the general audience would just never want to spend $24 on a liquid eyeshadow. I think people would much rather go for like a $24 eyeshadow palette or something like that. And I'm sure that they did some market research before they came out with the products where it told them like where you can price your products, but I just feel like this stuff is pretty expensive for what it is. But anyways, I would love to hear your thoughts on the pricing on these. So let's get right into the demo and then I will give you some of my thoughts at the end of the video. So I'm going to go in with Light Trap Enter the Glow Duochrome Powder. I don't know if this shade in particular is duochrome. The packaging is kind of interesting. I don't understand why. Like, it just kind of makes it a little harder to close and it's just like a lot of things to do. But look how blingy this is. I don't really see a duochrome. This might be just a little too dark for my skin tone. So I picked it up with a synthetic brush. This one is Spectrum and KJH08. And this might be more like a blush topper, which I do have the Floret blush from Lethal Cosmetics underneath. So I feel like this is probably how I would use it over a blush more so. I don't think this would be a highlight on my skin. But it looks really pretty. Just kind of melts into the skin. But I'm not like in love with it. So I'm going to be priming with something else for a change, the Too Faced Shadow Endurance 24 Hour. And this one is the reformulated version, so it comes with a doe foot applicator like this. And the reason I'm going to use this one is because I'm going to be going in with a liquid shadow. And I don't really want to risk putting a liquid shadow over a wet base. Oh wow, it has a fragrance actually. Looks like they added a fragrance to it, which is not the best thing ever. I didn't, however, cancel out my veins, but that's fine. So I'm going to go in with Sky Juice, and I'm going to be using the silicone to kind of create like some cool shapes, hopefully. And I'm not going to use the applicator because I want to be a little bit more precise. So I'm just going to put a little bit of product on the back of my head. You could of course put it on top of actually something, but I'm going to like just use this as a guide. This is going to be interesting. Ooh, that's fun. I'm going to create a wing. I'm going to do a rather thick wing. Just going back in with a little bit more. Is this how I had it? I don't remember. And I'm just going to make a pretty long wing. And then I don't really need it for that. I feel like it's already dried. That dried down pretty quickly, which is not a bad thing, but I don't know about blending this too much. You know, I feel like the Donna Summerics has a little bit of work time in there, so you can work with it better. So I'm going to take this underneath my little lash line. Just connecting it. And then I was thinking of doing something like this. And I'm using the Sigma and Samantha winged liner brush, which this one apparently is supposed to be the one that's existing brush, but the brush I have that's just like this from Sigma. Okay, that didn't really work. It actually it's a bit different. Alright, this is like drying down pretty quickly. I feel like it's already dried down. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit more on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna try to work a little bit quicker, and I kind of want to drag it down a little bit and blend it down. Maybe I should just try to freehand it on the other eye. I'm gonna take my finger and just rub on the edges, and I'm slouching too much. Just going this way. And here. Out here. Kind of just taking it down. And then, I think I'm gonna leave it almost like that and then just do my little inner corner, kind of wing. Dries super, super quickly. I was like not expecting that. Super, super quick, dry time. Which I think definitely gives me promise that it's not going to be creasing on me. Next, going in with Spirit Guide. I purposely picked purples so I could layer them over each other. That has got some nice sparkle to it. And I'm just gonna layer that. I think I'm only gonna layer that over the wing part. That is really pretty. Oh, I like this one. I also have the glitter, which I'm not a huge glitter person, but I was really curious about the formulation on this and if this might just make it a little bit more bearable to use. Looks like it's actually creasing on me a little bit. I think I need to wait to really let it dry, but I'm gonna keep my eyes down and I'm gonna line. It's very, very like scattered. It's not, I thought it was gonna be a little bit opaque, or I was really hoping for it to be a bit more opaque than this. Oh, I think the stopper came out, but it's super liquidy. Is that the stopper? Do you see that? Super liquidy. So I did pick up some gems as well as some face lace stickers. So let's see. Do I want glitter stickers? That actually might go well. I don't know how I'm gonna place these. I don't think I'm gonna use these. It's like black glitter. I don't think it's gonna translate. And then these are super, super fun. Let's see if I can put like the lightning bolt somewhere maybe. Ooh, I love these. I might use this actually. That looks super fun. And then I also have them in this, which it's like, again, like black glitter, but the glitter's super, super fine. You can't even really see it. And then these like cloud things, which I love these so much. And the little stars. Oh, maybe I'll use the little stars. Where should I put the stars though? I need to think. I think I'm going to use the little things on the end over here. Taking that. I'm going to put it right here. Come on. Maybe I'll just kind of eyeball it ish right here. Just taking my lashes with it. Ooh, super fun. I feel like I'm going to a rave. Put on the Heavenly Lashes from Unearthly Cosmetics. Next I'm going to put on some of the gems, which is really nice that these are already the sticky back, which actually some of the ColourPop ones are, but the ColourPop ones are plastic. I'm like 90% sure most of them are plastic. So here we are, ready to rave, like I said. Here's the finished look. So onto some of my thoughts. I definitely think I'm going to get quite a bit of use out of the gems. Definitely going to be reusing them as much as possible. Same with the stickers. I think this is like a one-time thing. I bought the stickers. I feel like I'm all set for a while. I have some other that are from Reza Beauty and I love those so much. And those are, you get quite a bit of like decals, but they're like $10. So they're definitely way more affordable than these. I just feel like this is a lot. Like if maybe the ones that are the hollow or iridescent kind of shiftiness, I can see those being maybe a little bit more expensive, but these are just kind of plain. So I would say like if these are on sale or if you just really love the ease of these and you think that you would get use out of them, then definitely go for it. I know I'm going to get good use out of them for my reels. And then onto the highlighter. The highlighter is nice, but it's not anything like revolutionary. I feel like I've tried quite a bit of like newer-ish highlighters recently, and this one doesn't really stand out to me, specifically the shade. Definitely think I'm going to have to layer this over blush like I did in this video, but I don't know if I'm necessarily going to be like reaching for this, and I'm curious if they're going to be just a launching future shades, like different colorful kind of highlighters, which, you know, I feel like at this point, if that's something you want, you probably already have colorful highlighters. And then the silicone guide, I really like this. I definitely see myself getting some use out of it, just for fun, and maybe doing some other like more creative looks around Halloween / just for my reels in general. I think this is really nice. I like it. I feel like I will be more likely to use this than like a eyeliner that has like a wing shape to it and stuff like that. So that's just like a personal preference type of thing. The glitter, I'm a little iffy on it. I did go over like 3 times and put 3 layers on here. I don't love this. I think this could have been better. I really wish that this just more glitter per swipe versus it being like really sheer, but maybe that was the intention, or maybe it's just not really possible. I'm not sure, but don't love this. For the price, definitely. I mean, it's glitter suspended in some water, so I feel like this is really pricey. I'm going to try to use it throughout. Just throwing it into some looks to add some more dimension, but I would not go out of my way to buy any more of the other shades. Like, I haven't been swept off my feet. I feel like I'm being really negative, but like honestly, I just feel like because I know how much I paid for this stuff, it's just a little hard to like think about, is this really revolutionary? So onto the liquid shadows. These are so expensive. I would say at this point, if you're interested in getting one of these, like the matte one from this brand, I would just say go for the About Face, because you can get these for $16, and there's just a little bit less product. So there's 5.3 mLs in the Half Magic, and then in the About Face is 4.5 mL. So you got a little bit less, but I mean, a little goes a long way, both of these. This one, it actually looks like a similar color to one of the other shades that they have, which I forget what the color was called. But I like it. The formula seems like it's going to dry down and like not budge. Like, I don't see this budging at all. And I do like that when I went over it with a shimmer, it didn't like liquefy it and start kind of like wiping it off. I definitely feel like that's something very important and that I usually hate in a product if it does that. If you prefer something that has a little bit more of like work time built into it, I would definitely recommend the Danessa Meyers Color Fixes over these. And those are also like $16, $18 I think, actually. Onto the liquid shimmer. Again, the price is kind of high for what it is. There's no shiftiness, no anything. Like, it's really nice, and it is definitely sparkly, and some of the other shades do look really beautiful and really shiny as well. It does take a little bit longer to dry down than the matte, which is something to keep in mind, because I didn't take my own advice and I did end up opening my eye before this had dried down fully on my lids, but you can kind of feel it dry down, so you'll feel like a wetness, and then it goes away as it fully dries down. So it's nice, but I wouldn't say like you have to run out and buy it. I definitely feel like I have some similar color indie eyeshadows that I could use. So those are kind of my initial thoughts on all the products I tried from Half Magic. I am glad I did buy these things to try out. However, I'm not like rushing to being like, okay, I need to go back on the website and buy this matte liquid eyeshadow. You know, the launch was somewhat like what I was expecting for them to launch, but also not, if you know what I mean. I felt a little underwhelmed. Like, I knew I was going to be trying it no matter what, because I love Euphoria, I love the style of makeup, and I think Donny Davy is an amazing makeup artist, but I am really curious to see, like, long-term wise, how some of these prices are going to work out for them. I would not be surprised to see sales coming up pretty quickly, because I feel like the main audience right now are people who want to recreate the Euphoria looks and like shiny, sparkly things, but I feel like that's really not the majority of people. I think the majority consumer would not pay $24 for some colorful liquid eyeshadows, but those are just my thoughts. Let me know in the comments below what you think if you tried any of the products. I would love to hear your thoughts, and that's everything for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you subscribe. There's so much indie makeup content uploading my channel, much more to come. You don't want to miss out, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.